All right, we are doing homework practice 7-1, which is represent addition and subtraction problems. Again, the students have been taught this in class already, so this is just a review at home. Jamal has some green apples. How many green apples? Some. So I've taught them when they see some, we put a question mark. And 17 red apples. We want to go through and circle any of the numbers in the problem. He has 29 apples in all. All means total. How many green apples does he have? On this one, they're using a bar diagram. We know 29 is our total. We have a sum plus 17, and it shows the steps on how to do that here. So with the students, they've got lots of different tools on how to do this. They can count up, they can count backwards, they can use number lines, hundreds charts, or they can just do it mentally in their heads. So what number 1 and number 2 are asking for is write an equation with a question mark for the unknown to model the problem, then solve. Show your work. So the first thing we need to do is write the equation, and the equation is just a math sentence. So Jill bikes 15 miles in the morning and 17 miles in the afternoon. How many miles does she have in all? So we have our numbers of 15 and 17. So we're trying to figure out in all. In all is a total, which means we are going to need to add 15 plus 17 equals something. Our question mark is our unknown, which is our all or our total. And then the students can go through and solve it any way that they would like to. They can stack it and do 15 plus 17. 5 plus 7 is 12. They can regroup. You'd bring down the 2. You take the 1 in the tens place. 1, 2, 3 is 32. So the total is 32 miles on that one. Let's take a look at the next one. Maria makes 21 thank you cards. She mails 13 of the cards. How many of the cards does she have left? So she has a total of 21 cards. So we've got to figure out what they're asking first. 21 cards. And then she's mailing 13 of them. Is she getting more of them or less of them when she mails them? Well, when she mails them away, she will have less. So we know we're going to be subtracting. 21 minus 13 equals question mark. And then again, they can use whatever strategy they'd like to. If they'd like to count backwards, they can add mentally, whatever they'd like to do. We've done a lot of regrouping recently, so I'm going to go ahead and solve it that way. 21 minus 13. 1 minus 3, that will not work, so we need to regroup. This will become 11, and that becomes 1 because we moved one group of 10 over here. 11 minus 3 is 8, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have 8 left on that one. Let's go ahead and go to our next page on the back. And get that one already. So again, we're going to be writing the equation with a question mark for the unknown. The kids are really great at doing this. We do this all the time in class. So here we go. We've got to put together our equation first, then solve it. Letitia eats 12 grapes with lunch, and then she eats some more. So some is a question mark, and more means add with dinner. She eats 26 grapes in all, and all is our total. How many grapes does she eat with dinner? So she has 12 grapes plus some more grapes equals 26 grapes. So again, the students can count up, they can regroup if they'd like to. There's lots of different strategies that they can do. They can try adding 10 mentally. There's lots of different strategies. What I'm going to do is do 12 plus something equals 26. I'm going to show the students how to do 26 minus 12. 6 minus 2 is 4, and 2 minus 1 is 1, so 14. So it's 14 grapes is our unknown quantity. In number 4, Jack read 24 pages of a book. Let's circle 24 because that's a number there. And John read 19 pages of a book. How many more pages did Jack read than John? So we're going to do Jack minus John because we have Jack is 24 and John is 19. And we need to figure out what the difference is on this one. So 24 minus 19 equals. And again, whatever way the students want to do it, they can just think mentally, but I'm going to have them regroup it this way. 24 minus 19, 4 minus 9, we can't do that. So we're going to need to regroup. 14 minus 9 is 5, 1 minus 1 is 0, so we know the answer is 5, and 5 more pages there. Okay, the higher order thinking questions. These are normally 2 parts. They're kind of tricky. We have to go through and kind of dissect the problem. Okay, a train has 43 cars. So we know a train has 43 cars. 15 cars are red, 15 red, and the rest are blue. How many blue cars does the train have? Write 2 different equations that represent the problem and then solve. So we can do 15 cars plus question mark for blue equals 43. Or we can do it backwards, like what we did up here in the problem just above. We can go 43 train cars minus 15 train cars equals question mark. And then they can go through and solve whichever way they'd like to. I'm just going to go ahead and do the bottom equation here with the 43 minus 15. 3 minus 5 will not work, so we need to regroup. 3 becomes 13 and 4 becomes 3. 13 minus 5 is 8. 3 minus 1 is 2. So our answer is 28 blue cars. 28 blue cars. Okay, our assessment, again, it has this little C within a C for our Common Core. 63 boys enter a marathon. 48 boys finish the race. And some boys do not. How many boys do not finish it? We don't know. It's our unknown. It's our question mark. How many boys do not finish the race? Write an equation to solve the problem. Use a question mark for the unknown, then solve. So we have 63 minus something, some number of boys that don't finish the race equals 48 boys that do finish the race. So the easiest way to do it would be 63 minus 48. So let's go do that. 63 minus 48. 3 minus 8 will not work, so we're going to need to regroup. 13 minus 8 is 5, and 5 minus 4 is 1. So we know that it's 15 boys do not finish the race. We'll go ahead and write the word out. So that is a question that we will see on our unit assessment there, where they need to actually write out the equation and solve it.